How's your week been? I hope you're doing amazing, but if you haven't, well, settle in and let's have a chat. Do you ever get that feeling when you're just walking through your high school hallway and you see people who are very happy, but then you also find someone who's sad and gloomy, and not long after, you also find another person who's just rage baiting, and it can't help you but wonder, is that how they really feel? Or are they just hiding how they actually feel behind a mask? Well, that talk really had me the urge to talk about this topic, and that is none other than mental health. But I'm specifically going to talk about the mental health awareness that's going on around high school students. Because as a high school student myself, I sometimes completely feel overwhelmed. And I know I'm not the only one, so I just wanted to have this discussion with you, so we can help each other. The other day, when I had this thought about the mental health thing, I tried to search up online to look about the data, and I found out that CDC does this really big survey every 3 years. They would go to high school students and talk to them. And get this, the result says over 40% of the students said that they always felt sad or hopeless. And sometimes they even stopped doing their daily activities for 2 straight weeks. For me, knowing that fact, it just made me really sad, and that's just so devastating because that's the reflection, that's the result of nowadays society, its impact towards teenagers and youngsters. So, I've flown today's episode, and I want to share my experience to all of you. And I hope that my way will be a little help for you to cope with mental issues, mental health. So, the 3 things that I want to tell you about is, first one, is the 15-minute disconnect. So basically, in your 24/7 day, 24-hour, and 7 days a week, you have a lot of time with it. But I just want you to take about 15 minutes a break from everything, from every television viewer and from social media. Because this is like hitting the reset button for you. And trust me, your brain and body will definitely thank you for this. The second one is to know how to approach people, to give the right question. If you want to be understood, you have to try to understand other people. You know how you ask, how are you? And they will all just say, fine, I'm doing great, it's okay. But instead of asking how they are, how about changing the question just a little? Saying something like, no, really, how's your day been? Do you need any help? Are you okay? That little adjustment could be a lifeline for someone. You never know when someone truly needs it. Even though we are dealing with the same issue, but the way that people are handling it is just very different. How they handle it, how they just basically adjust themselves to the situation. And the third and final tip that I'm going to give you is to know your exit. Knowing your exit before a fight starts is really important. Now I know asking for help sometimes feel like they're losing the game, but what's the point in playing the game if it's rigged? Just to let you know, you are not flawed in the system. You are a sign that the system is flawed. Because when over 40% of the players is injured, are you really going to keep continuing the game? Are you going to say to them, it's okay, just play through the pain? You're okay with it? I just think that's sickening and absurd. What you do is you question the system. How it's so absurd and destroying mental health for youngsters. And I'm not sharing this to scare you. I'm just sharing it because I know you are struggling with the same thing as I do. And let's be honest, being a teenager sucks, right? You have grown-ups telling you you're not a kid anymore, But when you take handle things on your own, they also say that you're not grown up enough. It's just very confusing. And it's okay to ask for help. As I said before, we are a human being, and humans aren't meant to run non-stop. So don't worry about losing a game. You're not losing anything, because you're not quitting. You're just taking a break. Basically like AFK. And if you did have a little insight from this podcast, today's episode, I just want you to take this one with me. Remember, asking for help is a skill, not a feeling. It's okay to not be okay. Resilient isn't meaning you never know the weight, but it means that sometimes it is okay to put down the weight just for a minute. Remember, you are not alone. Keep fighting and stay strong. I hope from this discussion you found your happiness just a little bit, knowing that you are not alone. And thank you for listening. I hope those 3 tips might help you. And that's all from me. That's all also from IT Space as well. I'm Clarissa Val Vina signing out. Talk to you next time. Bye!